Day 30. Beauty with every brushstroke. There is no panic in heaven. God has no problems, only plans. Cory ten Boom. When you stroll down the street, La Rambla in Barcelona, you're likely going to see street painters painting realistic caricatures and beautiful sceneries. At first, their canvases will seem messy and chaotic, but with each brushstroke, a beautiful picture emerges in the end. Our lives may seem like it's messy and chaotic, but in the hands of God, the master artist, He can transform our lives into a masterpiece. In the book of Esther, we read about Hadassah, also known as Esther, a young Jewish girl whose life started off most likely messy as an orphan. But with the hand of God's favor on her, she providentially becomes the queen of Persia. And when the life of her people, the Jewish nation, and her own life was threatened by an enemy of the Jew, her cousin Mordecai ponders and asks, "Who knows, Esther? Maybe you're put in the middle of this problem for such a time as this." So Esther, obediently risking her own life, tries to help solve the problem. But God was painting His plan, a beautiful picture of redemption of an entire nation. The prophet Jeremiah records that God knows the plans that He has for us to give us a future and a hope. Even if that means that we enter first into an exilic phase that may seem messy and chaotic in our lives. Jeremiah 29 verse 11. But Apostle Paul reminds us to not lose hope, for in the end all things work together for good for those who love God. Romans 8 verse 28. The ultimate account of this no problem only plans motif can be seen in the life of Jesus. See, the cross may seem like everything had gone wrong and that it was a big mess. But through Jesus' death and resurrection, God made salvation available not just for a nation, but for all of mankind, including you and me. What may seem superficially as a defeat was God's masterpiece of ultimate victory. See, you may be going through life situations that are challenging, and you may be asking, how can life be so beautiful? It just seems messy. And we may even try to hold on to the brush of our lives to try to fix it, only to make it even more messier. Give the brush of your life to Jesus by believing in Him, and let Him turn the mess into a masterpiece, our brokenness and blemishes into a beauty with every brushstroke.